very special stream. Today we are going to be doing 13 Days of Halloween, starting now on October 18th, counting down all the way to October 31st. And yes, chat, this will be a yearly year thing. Now, I did flip a coin before doing this, so it's already been decided. However, there will be a wheel spin. There will be now a poll. Every day after the stream ends, there will be a poll depending on if we will be doing a video watch or a scary game. Well, today, chat, we're doing watching creepy and cursed video compilations. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to say about this. It's literally just scary movies. It's so good though, chat. It's great, really. Honestly, I don't really. Uh, uh, Hold on. Yeah. There's. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, yeah. Let's get right into it. First video. Just, just shit. Top 10. Watching some videos from compilation channels. It's alone. But man, I am completely in the dark of everything around me. We are. Also, don't forget to join the Discord. That is now. It's huh. Okay. Just switch over to the video. We're gonna go all the way to 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 13. Actually, we'll just go from here. Anyway, let's get started. What the? Oh.
The
Oh.
other door.
Ooh, that's loud. Ow. Ow. Okay. Is it for you, Chad?
Where? In the middle of the living room.
Ooh, yeah, that's really, really loud. Okay, let me just see a little volume mixer over here. Oh, so chat, I just got off of work, so that's why I'm so sound like crap, honestly. I've just been stuff like
The roof is all fucked up. Holy shit! Dude! Oh my...
Okay, that's still really. Just should be.
Go! Go! I could have sworn I saw a person.
Oh. Oh my. This is what happens when I. Streaming after I've ended. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh. Would you look at that? And it's edited though. That's not a real thing. It's just Photoshop. I know because I've taken classes where that is a required skill set. But look at it go. Plus you can tell it's edited in because it's just the neckline. What? 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 Huh. This reminds me of that one video, like one Vine, where it's like piece of bark. You take a piece of bark, cut your arm. What is that? What? Okay. Okay. Is that the fucking Zelda? Was that the moon from Ocarina of Time? Wait, no, it was Majora's Mask. Yeah, they're the same timeline. It's just weird. They're just okay, I already know what's gonna happen. That's gonna explode. It's I God. It's just dumb. It's, huh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's edited in. That's what actually happens. You know what? Let's find some actual good ones. It, huh. Whoops. I accidentally hit the. Actually, let's do the. These aren't really.
There are a lot of insane and unhinged images and videos on the internet. Some
Just
of
watch
pieces of
these.
media just happen to be jokes, and some of these jokes just happen to be on Reddit.
Yeah.
Today I'll be covering some of those images, unscripted, albeit heavily edited. Check out my social media, and thanks for watching. Alright, welcome everybody to r/distressing memes. Today we're just going to talk about some of these images because for some reason this was highly requested.
Let's go.
Start off with some bangers. Oh boy, I sure do love riding a Greyhound bus on July 30th, 2008 in Manitoba, Canada. I sure hope I'm able to get some sleep. Now I know there's going to be at least one person that doesn't know what I'm talking about, so I'll explain what's going on in this image, why it's very not good. Basically, flashback to 2008, July 30th, like the image said. This guy named Tim McLean, he was a carnival barker, and he was working in a fair in Edmonton. He was going back home to Winnipeg, and he was on a Greyhound bus because, you know, public transportation. And he was going down this highway. This guy named Vince Lee was sitting beside him, I think, or he got up and sat beside him. I can't really remember. He got up and sat beside him, and basically, when the guy fell asleep, Vince Lee decided that he would attack him in a certain manner that I'm not gonna say because it's still early in the video, and basically he also ends up eating him in front of, well, eat parts of him in front of everybody. Very graphic, very horrible stuff, but that's what that image is referencing, so if you didn't know, now you know. Starting off with some true crime today, so there you go. Whatever you do, don't turn around. Don't even blink. Blink and you're dead. They are fast, faster than you can believe. Don't turn your back, don't look away, and don't blink.
Is that the fucking
now, to me,
Weeping Angel?
this looks like a Pokemon, a cat, or a hyena, or all three put together. This does not look like a dangerous animal. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Maybe that is kind of its power, right? It looks like something that's not very
I thought they were
dangerous,
talking about
but in
Weeping
reality,
Angels
it's
from
very
Doctor
powerful,
Who.
it's very fast, and it will take your life in 5 seconds.
God, I'm
but
such
this
a
does
nerd.
not look like a dangerous animal at all. Maybe a coyote too, I don't know. MFW, my face when. The eldritch abomination that came to Earth 3 years ago finally found me after systematically hunting down every last human on Earth, impaling my still living body upon its tree of thorns so it can derive pleasure from my suffering for eternity. It forces me to remain alive. I cannot die. All that is left is the pain of the thorns piercing my body and the screams of the countless billions who share this tree with me. That is a great image, and that is also a pretty creepy concept. It's kind of the same concept, though, as a lot of these other things where something will take over the earth and somehow manage to wipe out life, yet allow life to keep going on, but just everyone is suffering. It's definitely a scary thing to think about. I don't think anyone wants really to go through suffering for an unending amount of time, but you know, pretty cool stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we're ready to do that.
I don't know. If you ever feel alone, just remember the shadow man that's always standing behind you and always fast enough to move out of your line of sight. A lot of people have seen shadow people or claim to see shadow people, stick people, all that stuff. I'm sure you've heard of it before. Maybe you've even seen it before. I don't think I can recall ever seeing one, but
I just see
will
dead
say
things.
that, I mean, a shadow person's kind of always following you. You know, if you're walking on the street, you're going to have a shadow. And who says he's a bad guy? So I don't think it's really that scary. Maybe they're protecting you. Who knows? But if you're sitting up against the wall right now, he's probably inside of the wall. If you're going to ask where he's at, just going to stop you right there. Me taking a selfie in my room in the dark.
2 faces detected.
This reminds me of that video. I think someone was using like a dog filter or something on Snapchat, and then it caught something behind them as if there was a face behind them. I've always wondered, for those of you that don't believe in the paranormal, which I kind of don't, I'm in the middle. I think that maybe some things are definitely possible, but I'm not fully sure. What do you think that is? Do you think that the program is just seeing certain pixels that it's identifying as similar to a human face? I don't really understand it, but probably the most terrifying edit of that Tyler the Creator mugshot, which is obviously a very big meme image. I don't know what's with that smile dog smile, though. That's a video we need to figure out. Where did this smile originally come from? Maybe I need to do another video where I talk about the origins of images. That face when you have your back on the hallway you feel is cursed. Everyone has some type of cursed hallway, some type of cursed room, okay? I think for a lot of people it's probably the basement.
Yeah, my
but
bedroom.
for me,
I'm in the
it's definitely
basement.
the
I live in
hallway.
the basement.
I've never told anybody about it on YouTube yet, but yes, there is a hallway that I did not like. It doesn't really bother me anymore, but I didn't like that hallway. I always thought I would see stuff in that hallway. I usually would sleep with my door shut so I didn't have to look down the hallway. It was not a very nice experience. So
I don't have
comment below
doors.
your cursed parts of your house. What a beautiful field of flowers. Shh. No spooky stuff today. Now see, this one's just nice. You know, it's a nice thing to see. Sometimes you don't have to be scary all the time. Sometimes you can be more lighthearted. So that's a beautiful thing to see. I like seeing that. He won't go away. The visits have become nightly. I didn't always understand what he meant when he spoke, but now I know. Only I can stop the evil. You know, typical main character syndrome, okay? How do you know that eldritch horror monster really told you that? Maybe you just misinterpreted what he was saying. Think about that next time, buddy. You know, the world doesn't revolve around you, okay? How to frighten the new generation. Put them in a submarine under an ocean of blood. Put them in a submarine where the door has been welded shut. There are no windows. There's no way to see anything. There's a camera on the front of the submarine. There's something trying to rip apart the sub. And obviously, everyone knows exactly what this is about, okay? Iron Lung. Everyone's seen the multiple very large videos about that game. That's what it's about, okay? You guys need to watch some videos about it if you don't know. But it's a pretty scary thing, I think. I don't know what's scarier, really. I don't know if it's more scary that you're kind of just trapped under a sea of blood in the submarine and it's pretty much confirmed that you're probably never going to make it out of there alive. And not only that, but something is actively trying to rip apart the submarine and probably rip you apart, which makes everything even worse because then you have that imminent danger always lurking, even though you never really are able to see it. But I don't know if that's more scary or if it's more scary to think about the fact that this is what people have basically resorted to. You know, these death marches. It's very interesting to think about. Very dystopian. Victim steps in a transporter / death chamber. Victim is disintegrated. Data sent to destination. Doppelganger lives the rest of your life. Yes, truly, teleportation is nothing more than an execution. The teleporter simply replicates your cells, making a clone instead. The clone is merely the machine's recreation of data on how to build you. Wow. Cell division is very cool. The cells duplicate, making clones of themselves. How interesting. All the cells in the human body are replaced every handful of years. New cells are the old cells' recreation of data on how to build themselves. This is kind of the same paradox as, like, you break down the ship and then you use all the parts to build the exact same ship. I don't remember what it is. The point is, are you really a clone? Are you really not yourself every few years? Or are you always the same guy? I don't know. You can think about that yourself. That
yes,
can be your
VCS's
existential
ship.
question while you're trying to fall
There was
asleep
a
tonight.
VCS?
Police. Son, your
Yes,
parents
there
were
was
just
VCS.
killed in a car accident. You'll need to come with us. Me, who just killed my parents 15 minutes ago. What an image. I guess, I don't know. They're alternates. They're skinwalkers. They're doppelgangers. They're every single thing that is a duplicate. You know, maybe they just waited a few years, all their cells got replaced. I don't know. Did you just kill your parents? Or did your parents actually die in that car accident and you killed some skinwalkers? You'll never know. And that's the beauty of it. Computer, load Dino Nuggies program. Now give them sentience and the ability to feel pain. Safety protocols off. I mean, this is just sadistic. The Dino Nuggies have done nothing to you. Something already had to be sacrificed to make them, unless they're meat-free Dino Nuggies. But, you know, the point is, we don't need all those technicalities. The point is, they already have to be eaten. Why make them suffer while you're putting them through it? I mean, think about all the nourishment, okay? Chicken nuggets give you some of the most nourishing nutrients, micronutrients, that any food can give you, and you're going to treat them like that. It's
I'm
ridiculous.
hungry now.
The year is 2043. Humans have figured out a way to keep you alive without your body as a form of torture. You're only the nervous system. You exist, but you can't see, hear, feel, or scream. You only have your thoughts, and they're getting crazier every day. You continue to live in agony for the rest of your life. I don't know, would this really be agonizing, though? It doesn't really feel agonizing to me. It kind of feels more as though, I don't know, maybe it would be agonizing, but if you can't really feel anything and you only think, I don't know how bad that could really be. You guys can figure that out amongst yourselves. Life hack. Stop thinking of the plans you have later and ask yourself who or what made us.
Wait, hold on. Is that the mannequin speculated? That breeders killed somebody, buried yard. Flickr. I'm really old, so like this used to be really talked about, like super talked about. The fact that it was on my yeah, they that type of stuff. But yeah, so this was basically a mannequin, a popular video of it singing this fucking song, and speculated that the clothes that it was wearing and the images that flashed of like a backyard and a wooded area were actually like wooded area was the place where like the of the video buried his victim, and the clothes the mannequin wears were the clothes that the victim was wearing when he killed them. It was like super popular back in like the early 2000s, but you know it's died down. Not a lot of people know about it. Only the people who were like old enough to go on YouTube at the time. But yeah, this was like one of my favorite videos that people theorized about. I really enjoy watching like the like creepy videos that people. Another like remember all that. I think another good one that like I really say it was like huh. It was like this Warwiss, like this cursed video of like this commercial where it was like, if you watch this commercial, you'll die and stuff. That was like a very popular brand of video back in the early 2000s as well. But anyway, let's get back onto this.
Why are we here? And what is the nature of our consciousness? Realize that you have no answer. Listen, life is what you make it. That is the purpose of life. Whatever goals you want to have, aspirations you want to have, granted, as long as you're not, harming other people, okay? Let me not get anything into some of you people's heads. That's what life's all about. And I think the real question here is, why did you use Tara the android as the background for this? I mean, come on, you guys remember I Feel Fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. That's what I really want to know. I don't get it. The 500-year-old catacomber.
Oh.
Thousands of friends who look the exact same, can never tell them apart. Don't use a flashlight. That just makes you easier to find. Number of skeletons incompatibly high with historic population statistics. Built over Frankish quarries suddenly and abruptly abandoned in the 9th century. Why won't the government let archaeologists down there? Captured on camera only once in a shaky video posted to the X board, then immediately deleted. Sings in childlike voices at night. Can be heard through specific manholes. Host to preserve Roman-era bacteriological threats. What a hard sentence. A group of Chinese tourists encountered him in 2017 and were never seen again. SS tried to map it out, but mysteriously called off the project in 1942. Maybe you just need to leave that guy alone. You know what I mean? Leave that guy alone. Leave all of them alone. They're just chilling down there. They already passed away a long time ago. Whatever secrets they have,
I mean,
you just let them have them. It's kind of like anything else. Everyone just needs to have their peace on this world. Today, I will go caving. Clueless. Crews struggle to free trapped caver. Exploring Nutty Putty for the first time on November 2009, John Jones became trapped upside down when he wriggled headfirst into a narrow, unmapped tunnel of the cave. Search and rescue crews worked for 26 hours to free him, but the shape of the crevice where John was trapped became one of their biggest obstacles. The narrow crack split almost straight down, so when crews tried to pull John out, his feet hit the tunnel's low ceiling. Pulling him backward could break his legs, the shock of which would prove fatal as John suffered the effects of being upside down. It's one of those things where it's like, you can truly not imagine one of the worst ways to
I've
go
heard of
about
this.
I don't understand how people even enjoy caving in the first place. I'll put up a video really quick.
To enable the cavers to make the tight squeeze.
This is Gary. You want to take a squeeze?
I'm gonna see this
Yeah,
comes
it's
out.
not fun. Okay, it looks very claustrophobic. I don't even have claustrophobia like that, but I'm pretty sure
I've been caving before.
you're probably gonna have it if you're doing something like that.
Yeah.
It feels like a death trap. It feels like a very bad.
It
trap.
is.
So I tell my cavers out there, if somehow like there's a
Fun fact about well, not really fun fact. I have my old my history teacher from last year. His great something uncle actually died in a cave accident. Like, he's famous for that. That's that's one of the famous things that my teacher, his family is for. He had an uncle that died in a caving accident. I'm not going to tell you guys his name because then you guys would like figure out some stuff. But yeah, that's a little fun fact about me.
one caver or something watching these videos. I'm glad you can have fun doing it because you're definitely having fun doing something most people would never have fun doing. But everybody, please, if you're a caver, be careful because this is crazy. I mean, I cannot imagine ending up like this. And I mean, everyone's going to be talking about it forever. So I guess you got that. I don't know. All right, we got a video, fellas. So here we go. Someone typed the last selfies on Earth into an AI image generator, and this is what it came up with. Now this is really cool, actually. AI generators are always really cool. I'm sure at some point there'll be AI generators that are doing a lot more than just images, especially considering some of the images are pretty creepy in their own right. Have you seen some of these images where they try to replicate people? But I think the images are really cool. Honestly, I feel like if Earth ended tomorrow, people would be taking selfies and posting on Twitter about it. So very accurate images, very cool stuff. That's really all I got for today. I'll see you in the next one.
All right, so
Yep, that's a pretty accurate rendition. I'm pretty sure my mom would still be taking photos even if the world was like burning down to the ground. But you know, it's so good. Let's go with Scary Comp V19.
I got something pretty creepy. Something really strange is happening in the district of Sabak Burnham. People are waking up in the middle of the night because someone is knocking on their front doors. But when they check to see who it is, no one's there.
This reminds me of
Luckily, though,
the
someone got footage
webtoon
of this creepy
Paranorma.
phenomenon.
Paranoia.
But by far, the creepiest encounter has to be this one.
Huh. Someone woke up something they shouldn't have.
A piece of advice that someone has shared with me is that you should never open the door for anyone who isn't there. If you do, then you might be inviting something in, and that something isn't something you want.
Mm-hmm. That is a very important rule.
It's Home Alone, when he caught this on camera.
Okay, so I'm literally home alone. Listen to how loud and aggressive aggressive it is. That's why we're moving.
This is definitely me when someone's hogging up the bathroom. Maybe the reason why it's knocking so aggressively is because it's not a ghost, but rather something else. But, as always, I'll let you be the judge of that.
Yeah, we don't fuck with the
Ashley
entities
said it was
like
from a
that.
camera placed in her basement where she captured something pretty creepy.
Um. Okay.
Now, some viewers think that this could have been an image cast by a projector, but Ashley states that there was no projector whatsoever.
Said that it was a projector. All I have is this. So, see, this is like a bookshelf right here, and this is the wall. See how it would turn?
So what do you think? Real or fake?
Who knows?
A user on Reddit posted the following video and writes, "Please help. I don't know what this is. It was in my baby's room, but when I went to check, nobody was there."
That looks like some shit out of that one fucking YouTuber channel. You guys know what I'm talking about, like the paranormal investigators, like 3 a.m. something's wrong with the dog or some shit. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Anyway, these are getting kind of boring, so I'm gonna go and skip to this. Technically, I'm not alone, but, I hope you guys are, with your lights turned off.
Hello everyone, my name is
The
Sergio, and today we'll take a look at 20 scary videos
Huh.
you shouldn't watch alone. I've recently noticed a lot of comments from people saying they wanted longer videos, and even though it always takes a lot of time finding scary videos that you guys haven't seen before, I made the decision to go a lot further than usual this time around. And some of
Gotta
these
love
videos
this
are the best
these
videos
YouTubers. By the way,
on this channel, so be sure to
be sure, if you really do enjoy these videos, that you go subscribe to these guys' channel, because they put a lot of work into doing the things they do. And so, like, if you guys watch YouTube, if you have a YouTube account, yeah, I know you guys have one. No, I know you guys have one. Please go and subscribe to these guys. They do a lot of work. I mean, aw, that's cute. But yeah, just go watch these. Like, go subscribe. You guys can look at their. I am going to be posting this to YouTube, so I'll put their channels in the description of that video when it does eventually come out, because I am not consistent with videos like that. But anyway, let's get back to watching this.
stay tuned throughout. With that said, let's begin. This video was uploaded to YouTube 11 years ago. It was taken on September 1st of 2008 somewhere in France. In this video, a few friends had been drinking, and the description of the video provides a translation of what the people in the video were saying. To summarize, they discuss whether they saw something behind a tree, and some of them call it a cat, but to me, this creepy encounter looks much more like an alien than a cat. Take a look.
Vous avez vu un truc encore bouger?
Bon, toi là.
Il y a un truc là-bas?
Shut.
Minou, minou, j'ai fouetté ta mère.
Putain!
Il est mignon le chat.
Ouais, il est un peu gros le chat, j'aime pas ça. Je vais me barrer.
Shut.
Non?
Vaillant.
Oh.
If this is a hoax, then it's a pretty damn good one. All the yelling in the end is apparently only in relation to the fire, and none of them seem too distressed by the creature behind the tree. I think most people would run if they saw something like that, but maybe they just couldn't see it properly in the dark. Either way, it's a very intriguing and creepy video that has surely compelled the few who have seen it.
Huh.
YouTube channel Old Phantom 13 uploaded this video of allegedly real poltergeist activity on April 17th, 2010. In the description, the uploader of the video wrote, quote, "We had been having problems with people breaking into and vandalizing our shop, or so we thought, so we set up several security cameras. This is what one of our cameras picked up." End quote.
Huh.
Pretty creepy stuff. If we assume this was a hoax, then how did they pull it off? With the help of string, perhaps? They'd have to cleverly plan out the entire scene and make sure it looked and sounded perfectly. Furthermore, the rattling sound of the lockers wouldn't be easy to achieve if they were simply hiding somewhere out of frame with string attached to the lockers. It could be achieved if someone was hiding inside one of the closed lockers. But what do you guys think? Is this real paranormal activity caught on camera, or is it simply a fake? Whatever the case, it's a creepy piece of footage. It's been quite a while since I featured a Pocong sighting. As some of you probably know by now, the Pocong is also known as a wrapped ghost, due to the fact that it is said to be the soul of a dead person trapped in its shroud. This type of ghost is known in Indonesia and Malaysia. In this video uploaded in 2008, a guy is riding his bike while his friend films him doing so. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Early 2000s, where they just upload the most mundane shit ever. Now half of the videos are on crack.
A real Pocong is allegedly caught on camera.
Alah, Fik. Terang lah, Fik. Kamera kau siapa kata tak terang? Weh, terang lah ni. Cepat angkat lah, Fik. Nampak? Cepat lah. Betul lah, Fik. Alah, kau macam tak bermaya. Okay. Aku mengharap kau ni, Fik. Weh, Fik. Apa tu, Fik? Fik. Cepat, Fik.
Damn.
Nampak tak? Jangan cakap dah.
To be completely honest, Chad, I have absolutely no fucking clue. But not to. Oh? Ballet? What is Ballet doing? Hold on, I'm gonna go see what my girlfriend's doing because I have no clue. Maybe you guys would like to sit and chat with Mystery. This bitch still has me server muted. Oh my fucking god. Hold on. I have to fix my fucking thing because my Babe. Hold on, my audio's still messed up. Let me just Babe. Babe. Huh. Okay, let's see if my no, that's not working. Okay. Well, I did try. But
Betul lah kau cakap. Jangan diam-diam nyo. Betul lah kau cakap itu nampak. Dah, balik. Balik. Dah. Ambil.
The legend of the Pokong is one of the creepiest I've heard. The ghost appears as a warning to people that their souls need to be released by releasing its ties over the shroud. Because they're tied at their feet, they can't walk, which only gives them the ability to hop like a rabbit, or if you are to believe the encounters people have told of, they are sometimes said to fly or even teleport. This just makes these allegedly real Pokong sightings all the more terrifying. If you ask me, The Proper People is one of the absolute best channels on YouTube when it comes to urban exploration. Their videos are well shot, edited, and filled with interesting information. Once in a while, things don't go as planned for them. Sometimes an alarm goes off, sometimes they hear spooky sounds, and sometimes they almost get caught. The latter happened on their Europe road trip as they explored a decommissioned power plant. As Michael went inside one of the buildings alone, he planned to find a door to open to let Brian in. However, he started to hear things, and he described it as feeling wrong rather quickly. As he was about to exit through a door, the worst possible thing happened. A security guy opened the door just before him, and since he didn't seem like the friendly type, Michael decided to make a run for it. The security guy proceeded to call the police, leaving Michael and Brian with no choice but to hide.
Alright. Let's go. He's coming, run. Run. Back. Okay, go. Run.
damn.
He called the cops.
Reminds me. I
One
have
of the
to
things you fear the most when exploring abandoned places. I
shut
was
the
almost
Echoes
caught
turned on.
myself one of the times I explored an abandoned factory back in December of 2017,
Why the fuck
so
would
I
you
know how scary it can be. Of course, these guys know it more than anybody with the many abandoned places they've explored. Fortunately, after hiding for nearly an hour, the Proper People managed to escape. Link to the video as well as their main channel can of course be found in the description of this video. In this video from 2008, a group of kids allegedly has an encounter with a Sasquatch. They are outside playing on a cold, foggy day.
fucking what?
Spot something in the woods. Take a look.
I'm sorry.
These guys are playing on some tubes. Don't ask me why. What? not seeing it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, what is that? What is that thing? This is history right here. Don't tell me that's a Yeti. Wait, get on camera.
I'll try and enhance the few glimpses we get of the Bigfoot, and you guys can make up your own mind on whether or not it's real. It all seems rather convenient that they managed to capture a Sasquatch on camera while they were outside filming, but who knows? Maybe they just got really lucky.
That amuses me. Number 15. I wonder what number 1's gonna be like.
On July 29th, 2008,
Fucking alien encounter.
a YouTube video in which he claims to have caught an alien on camera. He said it all started some time prior when he saw a UFO near his house. He thought it could have been an airplane, but then he saw another UFO.
God, I was expecting T. I forgot.
He then goes on to say the following in the video. Yesterday there was a very strange thunderstorm.
But it was lemonade.
There were only flashes and no thunder sounds, and it reminded me of War of the Worlds. So I went out the night after this, and this is what I found.
I'm getting comfy now because this is.
He walks around for 30 minutes as he suddenly hears what he describes as walking sounds, and he also feels like something is following him.
The fuck?
It's hard to make out any facial features on this creature, but it has still convinced many people if you look at the comments on the video. However, some people say it looks like a horse, but it just seems kinda weird if a horse was just randomly wandering about at night in the middle of nowhere. But I suppose it's possible. I'd say
The fuck would there be a...
in a costume of sorts, or if you are to believe the uploader of the video, it's real. It's been quite a while since we had a scary Japanese video featured on this channel. In this video, two people are for some reason playing around on a playground at night. The fun stops rather quickly, however, as they hear a strange knocking sound behind them. They attempt to find the source of the sound when something scary happens.
Why would you... Okay, so... You guys don't know. In Japan, there are many spiritual beliefs. And some of these spiritual beliefs also come with their own, paranormal ties to them. Such as the fact that, there are certain rules that some people follow to a almost religious, standpoint, in that there are certain places you should never go to at night. There are certain things you should never do. There are certain behaviors that you must avoid at all times. It's a very superstitious type beat, such as the fact that you shouldn't stick your chopsticks in your food, as that looks like the incense that they put in front during a funeral. Death is not very it's not talked about, such as back in the old. There's also well, there are some popular yokai that you guys may know, such as the Yuki Onna, or Snow Woman, the Slit-Mouthed Woman. There's a bunch of ghosts that I forget the name of, but I remember like some fundamental pieces, such as the hat ghost. It's basically a very tall lady with long black hair who hunts after children and stands and lures them by going oh, oh. It's a very the Hachishaku sama. It's a yokai that takes the form of an 8-foot tall female who has an unnaturally deep voice who preys on children. She's known for saying po repeatedly. Most of her victims are aged 9 to 11 years old. There is also the different types of yokai, such as obake, which are general term for any creature that can shapeshift into human form. Tengu, which are Japanese bird monsters that often take on human form. Kappa, river monsters that have originally been based on Japanese giant salamanders. Remember, most of these were warnings to keep children away from certain environments that could potentially be dangerous, such as the fact that kappas were originally a way to prevent children from drowning in rivers. The Sukamagami are formerly inanimate objects who become animate and self-aware on their 100th birthday. Yamapa, monstrous old women with an unkempt appearance. The Kentaro, golden boy. Which are typically children of supernatural strength. The Rokuokubi are like regular humans during the day, but at night their necks become very long or their heads pop off their bodies and float around. Most of you might recognize some of these from the popular webcomic series Irma. Then there is the Yurei, which are a wide category of yokai. They're essentially ghosts, although in most cases they are technically kami. Spirits are kept from peaceful afterlife due to revenge, love, jealousy, hatred, or sorrow. And that is most of the types that there are. Yeah, there's a lot of different type beings, but you guys should research that on your own time, as we still have some videos to get through.
As is often the case with Japanese ghost videos, it just seems almost too good to be true, but nevertheless, they are great to watch for the entertainment value alone, and they are sure to keep you up at night if you watch a bunch of them before bedtime. Could the ghost in this video be someone who passed away at the playground, or is it perhaps someone following them wherever they go? On Sunday, July 16th, 2006, a guy going by the name Mushmaster on YouTube had a strange encounter in the forest of Tofino, which is a district in Canada. He went out for a hike with his brother while their family stayed at the campground. He wrote the following, quote, "We brought a video camera with us because the area was abundant with deer and bears. In the beginning of the clip, I quickly pulled the camera out of the bag. I filmed for several seconds before rushing forward, at which point my brother pulls me backward. We then ran backwards 50 meters, waited for a while,
and returned to the scene, where we saw some very indistinguishable footprints." End quote. He also mentioned that they were both atheists and skeptics. Afterwards, his logical mind thought it was a bear, but his memory deceived his theory, as the animal was about 7 feet tall, hunched over quite a bit. Apparently what they saw was something they couldn't explain. Take a look.
Dumb.
Okay, this is where we were when we just saw 15 minutes ago a live, I don't know, some sort of humanoid thing, I don't know. We're in the Enchanted Forest at Tofino. Right by that tree over there. Over there. Yeah, that one. We saw it. Let's go see if we can, I don't know.
Okay.
Over there somewhere. See, that could be a possible footprint. I don't know.
It could be.
Like, look. Yeah, I bet, like, any foot would, like, cause some sort of indentation there. I don't know.
The video has over the years garnered over 2.5 million views on YouTube. And while many people are skeptical that it was a humanoid encounter, as the uploader claims it was, there are still many who believe it to be a cryptid of some kind. Considering he still stands by the fact that it wasn't a hoax to this day.
I still have people at my school who are making up bogus theories that I am actually a cryptid. Most popular theory is that I am secretly Mothman.
One YouTube user Mike Stanton
Yeah.
in 1985 went camping in Big Bear with his wife sometime in 2009, they saw something very strange. A bunch of people are chatting when they hear noise that they just kind of joke about to begin with. But then a strange creature appears on top of their camper van.
He's Rambo. Okay, you know? Rambina, more like it. What was that, Rambo?
I'm gonna catch that. You hear that
What was
noise?
that?
I'm gonna catch that.
You couldn't catch that if I...
Dude, I got my knife right here. That thing...
Pocket knife.
What the hell? Mikey, get it. You guys are...
What do you guys think this was? An animal? An unknown creature?
Looks like a kind of like a
To
fox.
me, their reactions do seem genuine, but I'm not quite sure. It depends what you think is a natural reaction to an encounter, such as this. A few of the people who have watched the video were creeped out by it, while some said it looked like E.T.
My natural response in that situation is to laugh. My brain is very fucked up.
This next video features a ghost sighting that might be a bit hard to see. A woman filming from her bedroom window spotted a shadowy being darting from left to right, outside in the dark. It is noticeable thanks to the streetlights. While it's hard to see, something definitely appears to be there.
I'm sorry. Is that, the Flintstones theme? I haven't heard that in years. What? It's either that or, the Johnson.
Just stopped outside the window. And there it goes again.
It is the Flintstones theme. Oh my god, they're watching the Flintstones.
Straight out the front.
It's a very creepy video indeed, but could it really be a shadow person? Or was it some strange shadow created by something in front of the lights outside? Either way, it's strange, and hard to come up with a clear explanation for what this is. In July of 2008, two friends are playing football when one of them notices a strange figure in the distance, but as they go to investigate the location which it ended up at, it's suddenly gone. Take a look.
Oh.
¿Cuál, güey?
Love the shit quality.
No mames, no sé, güey. A ver, vamos a ver.
The fuck?
Ya nos cayó el duende.
Ah, ¿cuál duende? No mames, aquí ha de estar escondido, a ver. No me agarres de la playera, güey, no te asustes.
What? What?
Güey, ¿qué era esa madre? No mames, güey.
With the blurry quality of the video, it could of course be easier to hoax this one. But nevertheless, it seems many people were creeped out when initially watching this one. With over 1 million views since its release, it has surely made an impression on many. And it's creepy to imagine if it were to be real, what this figure is supposed to be. Is it possibly a humanoid creature? You decide.
Kind of looks like a girl. Or
July 16th, 2010, at around 4:45 a.m., a man went out on his neighborhood street with his camera to capture something strange he'd seen. From the audio, it sounds like he has a friend of his with him. As the camera operator puts down the camera, a figure which he...
Okay. Yeah, we're mostly just gonna be yeah, we're mostly gonna be doing most of this stuff. But yeah.
he describes as an alien is clearly noticeable through the night vision. It also makes strange noises.
Right down here. If it went across that way.
It kind of looks like Florida.
Or who? I'm just gonna put the camera down right here on this pole.
Mate, I have really bad eyesight. You can't do this type of shit to me. I can't see shit.
Dude, look through the night vision. Look on the screen. See, what is that? Hello? Hey, who is that? This is tripping me out, dude. You know what?
I can make that noise too, bitch. You ain't special. God, I'm getting this. This is what happens when I get my ooh, fuck. English hard.
Creature doesn't quite transition well with the audio. It sounds like if it was a sound effect that the uploader didn't know how to fade out the sound effect to make it sound more realistic. But that's just my own speculation. The figure itself does look very authentic, and it's weird how it almost appears like there's a camera glitch on top of it. Most people who've seen the video agree that it's scary, but what do you guys think this is? The uploader wrote the following in the description, quote, I had just gotten to work, and Albie got there shortly afterwards. We went to investigate what I thought was an animal in the parking lot of the office. I heard a sound that I cannot describe, and the crappy camera sounds weird compared to what we heard. End quote. Maybe that explains the weird sound. As the Paranormal Files investigated the John Lowe murder house for paranormal activity, it wasn't the ghost that scared them the most, it was a person. As they were about to end the episode and had already left the house, one of them realized they had left some gear behind, so they went back to retrieve it. But as they were about to return to the car, they realized that someone was running after them from the rural road at night. This happened only shortly after one of them had mentioned the fact that people would hide in the woods, ready to hurt anyone who'd come by. Colin managed to capture the flashlight of the person chasing them down the road.
Oh my god, I just ran onto the f***ing
What? Are we stuck? Stop, are we stuck?
Man, there is a torch.
Are we stuck? No, we're good.
No, I just drove onto the f***ing log in front of us. Bro, what the f***?
They're running. They're running at us.
There's someone with a light.
They're sprinting.
Is this a public road?
Yeah.
That connects to somewhere else?
Yeah. He literally started sprinting.
Damn.
It's scary to think what would have happened if the person caught them.
This kind of reminds me of.
The person was just trying to scare them. Or
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of when I was little and I learned how to ride a bike when I was like 11 because my dad never had time to teach me because he was being worked half to death. But my friends from elementary actually taught me how to ride a bike. We went to this like abandoned like this burnt at down building. It was like concrete and shit. It was like wrecked. There was like spray paint, broken bottles, you name it. And that's where I learned how to ride a bike. And then this like dude came up. He's like, "Hey, I lost my dog. Can you help me?" And this is the age before it was normal for a child to have a cell phone. So we kind of just looked at him and like he didn't have a leash. He didn't have like anything that hinted at him having a dog. Not to mention it was like the middle of fucking nowhere in like a really bad part of town. So we kind of said no, and like we kind of just booked it out of there, going back to my friend's house. So yeah, I almost got kidnapped when I was little. So that's a fun little fact about me, though not really that fun.
either way, it's a good thing they managed to get away in time. Be sure to check out the Paranormal Files for more entertaining and scary paranormal investigations. Dan Bell uploaded a new scary ghost documentary on March 29th, 2019, in which he, along with Rick, caught some very scary sounds on camera. At the halfway point of the video, they return to the abandoned Uplands mansion. Beyond just the exterior and interior of the mansion being creepy enough by itself, it gets even scarier when they hear unexplainable noises inside. Here are two especially scary moments of the documentary.
Close the door.
Hello, is there somebody back here?
It would seem like there were no other people in there with them, as they seemed to look around every corner of the mansion. They found no one. Perhaps those noises were the ghosts still haunting the place. Like all the other videos of Dan Bell, this documentary is well shot and edited, and makes you truly scared of the dark. So be sure to check out the full 1-hour documentary. Link is in the description.
I don't think I have the patience to watch that entire documentary. Maybe if it was true crime.
This video may not show a scary ghost or creature, but it does show a particularly unsettling incident in which a person with eye shine chases down a couple of friends in a car. Take a look.
Bro, hold on, get the light on my face. Yes. I don't see him. He's right there. Son, go straight. Look, right there. Where? Right there. Go straight. Go to middle street. What?
Why his eyes reflective like that?
This video was uploaded to the internet for comedic purposes and for people to make memes out of. It still scared the hell out of a lot of people who have watched it. The speed in which he sprints toward them and the fact that he has eye shine makes it quite disturbing. Of course, it's easy to see the humorous nature of the video and laugh about it, which I'm sure many do. Among the reactions were these comments. The last few seconds were terrifying, and this was the funniest video I've seen all year. It just goes to show that people can have very different.
Why is he fucking naked? Is my question.
Considered comedy, at least in some cases such as this. What do you guys think? Was it scary or just simply a funny video? We saw stuff again. I swear my house is haunted, were the words YouTube user Vincent Studios wrote in the description of his video titled Freaky Stuff in Our Backyard, which was uploaded on February 8th, 2008. He took this video at night, and he was accompanied by another person. They were looking for something in the backyard, but throughout the video it's hard to tell what it is. But just take a look and see what happens.
Oh man, I don't know the oh, there we go, the flashlight wasn't on. Alright, Jeffrey, you're gonna have to tell me where you saw it. Okay. Did you see it around there? No? Alright, let's just oh, that's my flashlight. Jesus Christ, I was like freaked out. Jeffrey, I was taping like the edge of my flashlight and I thought I was like taping another world or some shit like that.
Kinda sounds like my friend,
Alright.
Flame.
Where did you see it? Okay, you say... Oh my god! Oh god! Oh my god! Oh, okay, just one. Just one! Okay.
There's not much.
The mystery now, of course, is what the hell was crashing into the door at the end? The uploader seems to believe it to be something paranormal. In the video saw anything, be sure to let me know. Won't blame you for, because it definitely also
4.
A group of friends are sitting in the dark playing a board game when suddenly, in the back of the room, a humanoid creature can be seen crawling around on all fours. It appears again a few seconds later. It is described as a creature of hell, and the video was uploaded to YouTube in June of 2009.
É, rapaz, tu viu essa parada aí? Que barulho foi esse? É, rapaz. É, rapaz, vamos lá ver,
Okay, that seems like something I would do to my brothers and their friends to freak them the fuck out. Like, you know, go on my, like, do a bridge and just crawl at them full speed. I'm a gymnast, did you know? That's, well, I'm really fucking tired.
Alleged creature.
So I'm just kinda...
They surely don't seem all that scared about it. Maybe they played some sort of a board game in the dark that could help them conjure this being. That's of course just speculation, as I don't speak their language. I do, however, believe it to be Portuguese, but I could be wrong. I'm sure some of you guys are able to translate what is being said. The creature seems to have quite a large head. Could that be a mask? Or was it just a friend of theirs crawling around? We won't know for sure due to the obscurity of this video. Campers Catch Weird Creature on Film is the title of the video you're about to watch, and it shows exactly what the title suggests. But you'll also be able to hear a strange noise that I'm assuming the break video of mine. Good opportunity.
Oh fuck, the smoke is in my face. You hear something?
Whether it's real or fake, it's still very creepy and authentic looking. Many people, however, think it's just a friend of theirs crawling around. But imagine being out camping and seeing this in the middle of the woods. The guys didn't seem to notice the creature at all. They only heard the strange sound. Let's take another look at the video enhanced.
Huh. Oh, limbs aren't supposed to bend like that.
It's one of the creepiest. When the well-known YouTuber Exploration Unknown went to explore an abandoned occult mansion, he got a scarier experience than he probably expected.
Hello? I rob anything. I was just here exploring. I thought it was a band.
Damn. That's why we don't explore abandoned places that may be home to crazy people and or.
That's where I was parked at. Oh my god. That. Nobody's following me. I don't see anybody.
When exploring abandoned locations, you should be more scared of the people than the ghosts, as they are much more likely to be dangerous. As you could very clearly hear, he wasn't alone. Someone else was in there with him, and he was lucky it wasn't someone out to hurt him. But it of course still startled John, who got away as fast as he could. So remember to always be careful when urban exploring.
Yep.
You never know who or what might be hiding inside those abandoned buildings. I thought it would be fitting to end off this video with a classic ghost sighting, one that I was shocked that I'd never seen before. It was uploaded by a YouTube channel known as the Historical Preservation Society, of request from the community. The Historical Preservation Society has decided to release a couple of selections from our own ever-growing collection of security camera footage. These videos were captured by the motion sensor camera in Missouri, and is reports of people experiencing tell us that the motion-activated camera bases back in 2015.
Damn.
Yeah, to let me know. And just that for content. My.
Yep, and after this video, we're gonna end it here. What? Oh. Kinda. It's hurting my eyes a little. Okay, flash warning. Jesus Christ. Okay. God damn. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna skip that, and we're just gonna go straight to this.
Rare events. When something happens that is totally unexpected, maybe someone hijacks the TV channel and starts sending their own.
We're not gonna watch that. I'll watch that in my own free time. But, that was really bright and flashy. I have a headache, so, yeah.
Top 10 scary broadcast interruptions. Just before we get into that, I want to let you guys know about our brand new channel, Beyond the Screen. It's a channel about all things TV and Hollywood. Guys, there is something for everyone there. Somewhere on the screen right now, an incident. According to internet legend, this was a broadcast hack that happened in 2008, affecting a number of communities in the town of Niobrara in Wyoming. Their regular news show was interrupted with this.
Preparation for the 2008 general election. Republican President Jackson.
Over the next 6 minutes or so, viewers were shown text messages and strange visuals with audio snippets playing over them. Every 10 to 15 seconds, a message would appear announcing that this was a special presentation. The text would say things like, "You will see such pretty things," and "You are ill, we just want to fix you," and "What hides in your mind?" Now that last question was later answered with the chilling message of, "We have already seen it." What was even stranger was that people reported having a physical reaction to the footage. This included vomiting, hallucinations, and headaches. Others said that the frequencies played made viewers' eyeballs vibrate and create visual hallucinations. I'm glad we didn't show the whole clip then. Next up at number 9 now, we have Max Headroom. Now this is perhaps the most famous one on the list. Maybe some of you guys have seen it. On the evening of November 22nd, 1987, many people were enjoying...
Why is it always 1987?
on Chicago's
Let's go.
Channel 11. For those Who fans out there, the episode was Horror of Fang Rock. Anyway, the broadcast was interrupted by a signal intrusion. Suddenly, viewers saw an unknown person wearing a Max Headroom mask and sunglasses. Max Headroom was a TV character from a show in the mid-80s. The imposter hijacked the broadcast for 90 seconds, in which he rambled about Coca-Cola, the TV series Clutch Cargo, and WGN anchor Chuck Swirsky. To be honest, even with subtitles, it's quite difficult to make out what's being said. At the time, an FCC engineer said that the perpetrators would face a maximum $10,000 fine, up to a year in prison, or both. It's been over 30 years since the event though, and the culprits have never been caught. Coming in at the number 8 spot now, we have Vrillon. This is a strange one from 1977. During a regular news show on Southern Television, there was a broadcast interruption just after 5 p.m. on November 27th. After some static and visual warping, a voice made this announcement.
This is the voice of Vrillon, representative of the Ashtar Galactic Commander, speaking to you.
That person, calling themselves Vrillon, claimed to be an alien commander from an intergalactic association. The disembodied voice spoke for about 6 minutes. The main message was a warning to all humans to put down our weapons of war and to enter a new age of Aquarius. Then, and only then, would we make it to the next level of evolution.
Suck your energy from you, the energy you call money, and we'll put it to evil areas, giving you worthless dross in return.
Moving on to number 7 now, we have Playboy. I'm sure I don't need to explain to you guys what Playboy is, and if I do, I probably shouldn't. Needless to say, its late-night TV shows have been very popular for many, many years. It's one of those channels where you wouldn't expect to see much religious talk, shall we say. However, that's exactly what you would have seen if you tuned into the channel on September 6th, 1987. Someone interrupted the broadcast that night and displayed a quote from the Bible. I wonder how that went down with the Playboy viewers. The Bible verses were taken from Exodus and Matthew and read, "Thus saith the Lord thy God, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand." The white text and black background appeared during a movie that Playboy had on called Three Daughters, and a number of viewers phoned in to ask what was going on. Police were able to trace the signal though, and 3 years later, a man called Thomas Haney was identified as the culprit. Next up at number 6 now, we have the Nuke. Okay, for this one, I want you guys to do a bit of imagining now. I want you to imagine you're just chilling at home, just watching a channel that's showing beautiful scenery, live, it's playing relaxing music, that sort of thing, and then you see this. Yeah, that looked a lot like a nuke, and people in Czechoslovakia thought so too when this appeared on a TV show called Panorama in June 2007. The show usually just showed scenic footage of the Czech countryside to attract tourists to Prague and the surrounding area. When the camera appeared to show a nuclear bomb exploding during its morning broadcast, all hell broke loose. Some people who lived in the area started trying to leave before the radiation spread. Others were contacting the government asking what to do. The government received so many panic calls that they had to issue an official statement confirming that Prague had not been bombed. It turns out that the footage was created as a performance piece by a group called Zothoven. I'm sure their artistic message is appreciated by some people out there, but maybe not the ones who thought they were actually having to flee for their lives. Coming in at the number 5 spot now, guys, we have The Old Couple. This is a really strange one that occurred in July 2007 during regular broadcasting on ABC's affiliate channel WJLA. This image appeared on the screen. Now, to this day, nobody is exactly sure what this picture is of. Clearly, it's two faces. One of them is smiling and one of them looks quite concerned. The faces look like they've been computer generated. Now to me, it looks like something out of a 90s video game. This creepy image stayed on the screen for several seconds with no sound before completely vanishing. Many people said there was a dark meaning to all of this, that this was no ordinary interruption. The cable company in charge of the broadcast said there was a programming mix-up from an advertisement for the Oprah Winfrey Show. That seemed to satisfy most people, but things took a turn when videos of the event were all removed from YouTube due to restricted access. To this day, I still couldn't find any clips of this on YouTube. All that has survived is this image and the questions that come with it. Coming at number 4 now, we have War of the Worlds. Have you guys ever seen the War of the Worlds movie with Tom Cruise? I really like that movie, I'm not gonna lie. But did you know where the title for that movie came from? In 1938, future filmmaking legend Orson Welles created a radio drama based on H.G. Wells' novel, The War of the Worlds. It was made to sound like a genuine news broadcast about aliens from Mars invading Earth. If you guys were to hear it on the radio today, you might think, oh, this is obviously a piece of written drama, it's not real. Well, back in 1938, on the eve of World War II, it was a very different time. Many people listening to the broadcast missed the introduction where it clearly states that the following is a piece of radio drama, and they thought it was totally real. This is what they heard.
About 20 yards to my right. Ladies and gentlemen, due to circumstances beyond our control, we are unable to continue the broadcast from Grover's Mill.
Now, according to legend, some people were so convinced that America was being invaded by Martians that they fled their homes in a panic. In the following days, there was an outcry for broadcasters to be regulated to stop this thing kind of happening ever again. That failed, and the piece went down in history as one of the most famous pieces of radio drama ever, and possibly one of the greatest pranks of all time. Next up at number 3 now, we have Handy Manny. Some of our North American viewers may have grown up watching this kid show.
I remember this.
Follows Manny, a repairman with talking tools. It's fun, it's educational, they sing, you get the idea.
Oh, I remember this as a kid. Well, not as a kid. My brothers used to watch this.
2007, viewers of the show in Lincroft, New Jersey had their episode interrupted by a clip from an adult movie. Yeah, say no more. Many of the other interruptions we talked about usually last for 10, 15, 30 seconds. The adult film clip on Handy Manny went on for several minutes. Naturally, people wanted an explanation. Thousands of kids must have seen this. Comcast was the network that was responsible for the intrusion, or at least they should have been the ones to stop it from happening. They didn't have an answer for why it happened, and over a decade on now, they still don't. Moving on to number 2 now, we have Mayday. On January 3rd, 2007, Channel 7 in Australia was airing a Canadian documentary called Mayday, which features cases of air disasters. At some point during the broadcast, things got strange. The visuals continued as normal, but the audio started repeating a single phrase on a loop. One quick-thinking YouTuber uploaded this video of the event. Many people think that the voice is that of a man from America's deep south saying the phrase, "Jesus Christ, help us all, Lord." See what you think.
Yep.
That went on for an astonishing 6 minutes before everything returned to normal. Many people wanted answers, but Channel 7 were very evasive. They denied that there had been an intrusion, but also disputed what the clip was actually saying. They claimed the voice said, "Jesus Christ, one of the Nazarenes." The fact that so many people disagree with that has only added fuel to the fire that something very strange happened that day. And finally, number 1 now, we have Coast to Coast AM. That's the name of this talk show run by Art Bell. He was used to strange calls on his show, but things got even stranger on September 12th, 1997. That night, Art got a call from a guy who claimed to have been an employee at the mysterious Area 51 base, where conspiracy theorists say the US Air Force contained and studied aliens and their crashed spacecraft. The caller sounded terrified and claimed that they were coming for him and that he didn't have much time to share with the world what he knew about Area 51. He talked about extra-dimensional beings who are not what they appear to be, that they have infiltrated the US military and are now taking over.
Okay, what we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra-dimensional beings.
The caller began to sound more erratic and panicked. Finally, he started talking about how governments are trying to get human populations down to a manageable number so that they're easier to control. Just after this, the line went dead when the power cut out at the station. By the time they got the backup generators running, the caller was gone. Conspiracy theorists say that it was more than a coincidence that the caller was cut off and never heard from again just when he began to spill the beans on secret government activity. What do you guys think? Alright guys, there you go. Some scary...
Yep, and with that we are ending this stream here. But first, we are going to do a okay, hold on, let me get this poll up and running. Okay. Let me get the I am I'm so great, God, okay. Hold on, I need to... Okay. Let me just go into... Wow, they really do not like me. Doing this. Okay. They don't let me do anything, no. Okay, What do I do? Ah! It's not letting me do anything. Wow. It's a brilliant, brilliant thing. Okay. They just do not like me. Okay. I will be doing it on the channel, so just watch that. Watch out for that. But anyway, bye guys. See you guys all tomorrow.